The enlightened protect me in this battle. protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemy!
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wondered how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence. Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain... You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Whom do you suspect?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal, are you one of the
Yes, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction?
Most of them were not in favor of us. They were afraid we might chase them out of there. And there were even more protests once we... I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised...
Were there any confrontations?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work. Greetings. Desade.
I'm Brother Virgil.
According to...
Indeed.
What can you do?
No, I have
Do you...
not
Well,
of all.
do you think...
And then some,
Well, thank
as you wish. There were
What do you...
now to keep
I was not Have you been...
two. We are one.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior. Our mission is to banish pagan. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
the Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations?
When I arrived, they were very reluctant to give us any. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants, the warriors, and the marked. And it has proved nothing but a blessing. I would like to go back to work.
Of course. I will leave you to... Father,
I'm
tell me...
the and so
And how...
with
I must...
may
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desade.
There are on Olmena. What do you want from?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me...
That they were
The
as
priests...
some
One of
they are.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
Bird here to man.
Father,
I'm glad to see you, my child.
tell me
And so,
why
to
if
fight.
how left?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet,
I must leave you. Goodbye.
may the enlightened...
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.